I just watched Shipwrecked on Netflix. Should I have done that? Probably not, but I watched it. Hey cruisers, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I watched it. I did. And you know why? Because I wanted to be like, I want to watch it so I can be prepared to know what to do when something like that happens. But I can almost guarantee you that my cruise captain will not wait 45 minutes to like do a distress signal or start the emergency procedures. So I'm good, even though now I'm starting to get nervous because we're getting ready for Alaska cruise. So welcome to my top 10 things to pack for an Alaska cruise. Of course, there's other essentials and stuff like that, but this is like mainly for an Alaskan exclusive cruise. So in no particular order, I'm going to start out with hiking shoes. These are hiking shoes, but they're also, moisture wick, waterproof boots. I got these on Amazon. If you guys want any links, let me know and I'll link them down below. So these are, they don't even have the brand. Oh, Nordy V8 hiking boots. So they're water resistant, water repellent hiking boots. So I got myself a pair, and then I got my husband a pair, and we were at Big Five. They were on sale for $34.99, but the weekend we went was Father's Day, and they had additional percentage off, so they ended up coming out to like, I don't know, cheaper than that. It was like 30 bucks. So these are also hiking, what was I going to say? But they're like hiking, waterproof, resistant boots. So definitely some hiking boots. The next thing is waterproof rain jackets. These are 32 degrees. I got these at Sam's Club. Actually, Sam's Club online. They're supposed to be water repellent, water resistant. I'm hoping they're kind of warm, but I'm planning on packing in everybody recommends a 3-layer for Alaska. So you do like a tee or a shirt or what have you, just like a shirt, and then either like a flannel or a hoodie, and then your rain jacket. I don't think I'm going to be taking like big puffy jackets because one, of the space, and two, because I'm probably going to be wearing hoodies under this jacket. So I should be warm. It's supposed to be 60s the week we're in Alaska, so I'm hoping I'm not freezing. But if it is freezing, I also got my number 3 thing is a pair of gloves. I got these at Kohl's, you guys, last year when it was like off season, when all their winter stuff was being clearanced out, because I knew at some point we were going to be doing an Alaska cruise because it's been on our bucket list for a while now. So these are wind resistant, articulated fingers, touch screen, protection from all elements. So they're like weatherproof gloves. So I'm pretty excited. And then also like when I take out my phone, I don't have to take out my gloves because it has that thing where it can like, you can touch your screen and stuff like that. So I got these at Kohl's when it was off season. So if you're planning it for this, well, obviously not this year, but for next year, definitely get winter stuff when they're clearancing them out and they're trying to get rid of stuff. The next thing are beanies. Definitely something I don't pack when I go to the Caribbean, right? Or any other cruise, Mexico or anything like that. But definitely I'm taking a bunch of my beanies. I don't know about scarves. I may pass on those, but for sure a bunch of beanies. And then the next thing is I got wool socks. They are, gosh, you guys. They're wool socks, but they're also water wickening. What was the wording for it? It doesn't say, but I got a 10-pack. This is the box. I got a 10-pack from Amazon. They're supposed to be moisture wicking, something like that. So if your shoes get wet, which my boots shouldn't get wet, your socks won't get wet and gross, like you're not wearing wet socks. So they're moisture wickening. I think that's what the word is. I don't know. I'll look it up for you guys. But I got these socks for that, so I won't have wet socks, wet shoes, or anything like that, so I should be good. The next thing I really didn't think to pack was my waterproof phone case. I saw a lot of people suggest it and stuff like that, and I thought about it. I'm like, well, yeah, if it rains, you know, and I want to pull out my phone and record, I'll have it in a waterproof case. So I'm going to be taking this with me. And then another, hopefully I don't have to use it, but I'm going to take it. And another thing is I got lucky and didn't have to buy binoculars. I didn't really want to spend money because I'm like, I'm never going to use them again. So I kind of text the cousin chat and I was like, hey guys, does anybody have binoculars? And thankfully we had some cousins, aunts and uncles that went. I think they went last year or 2 years ago and they bought these. So we're going to be borrowing binoculars. So I believe they got these on Amazon. They're pretty big on Amazon. They're waterproof, clear, low and light vision, compact. So I'm excited that we're taking binoculars and we didn't have to buy them. So if you can borrow some, perfect. If not, I'm sure Amazon has like a nice inexpensive set for you. And then my last two things are I'm taking insect repellent. This is for protection from mosquitoes, ticks, biting, flies, gnats, and West Nile virus, Zika, all that jazz. So I'm taking it. I don't know how good it's going to work with being in like all these layers. So I don't know if I'm going to spray this on before I leave the room, before I put on my clothes. We'll see. But I will let you know. I will give you guys feedback on this and see how it worked. And then the last thing that I invested and I got was Bonine. We usually use Dramamine, but that can also be drowsy. And I've done the ginger Dramamine, but I feel like a lot of people recommended this. Like it's strong. No, I don't know if you want to say stronger, but it's better when it's Alaskan seeds are rough towards the beginning. So I don't want to take a chance and I want to, you know, take a good one that's going to be good for us. So I'm going to take Bonine and try it out. It's less drowsy. It should be. And it even says for cyber sickness, which is pretty interesting. So I'm going to try this out. But I got this as my top 10 to take because of the rough seas. And just because a lot of people recommended it. And I want to try it out to see how good it is. And then to round all that out, I got myself a waterproof backpack. This is not mine. It's my son's. This is my son's school backpack. He got this last year at Target. And it just was a plus that it was waterproof. Like he wasn't looking for a waterproof backpack, but I was like, hey, I need a waterproof backpack. Can I borrow yours? So I'm hoping it at least repels water. I don't know how good it works in the water. I'm praying it doesn't rain, but if it does, then we will test this sucker out and see if it works. But I was able to borrow this from my son. So we're going to take this. I think it's repellent. I hope it doesn't it should be waterproof, right? If it's repellent, it should be waterproof. So we're going to try this out and see how it works when we get off on the ports and stuff like that, walk around. We do have an excursion. We do plan on just kind of like on some of the ports getting off and just seeing what's out there and what they offer. So we'll be using that backpack and taking all that with us and seeing where the wind takes us. All right, guys, that's it. That's my top 10 Alaska essentials that I'm packing with me. Of course, there's other stuff, you know, obviously the flannels and all that stuff that we're taking, but this is the main things that are more exclusive for Alaska. So if you like this, if you enjoyed, if you got some tips, or if you have any other suggestions, like please let us know in the comments down below. But if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. A lot of you are not subscribed that are watching my videos. It doesn't cost you anything, just subscribe so you can just join us in this little corner of our YouTube vlogs. But stay tuned. This is the first of many of the Alaska vlogs. And then guess what, you guys? We booked a Disney cruise. Yes, we're going in November. I'm super, super excited. It's a surprise for the boys because it's a certain type of booking, if you know what I mean. So, yes, I'm excited about that. So there'll be upcoming vlogs for that. But first is going to be Alaska, and then I may be taking a little hiatus just to get the kids back to school and back in the routine with school sports and stuff like that. But stay tuned. Follow along on Instagram because I'm always posting any deals or anything like that that can become available if you want to book for cruising, for all exclusives, for anything that your traveling heart desires. I will post, or if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. But continue following along and we will see you in Alaska.